My name is Lucette Riella Britain, daughter of King Genaro Britain III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angelica. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now, I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It had started out like any other day.
Have you heard? Another person was cursed!
I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast, when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again.
That's terrible! What fairy tale curse was it?
They say it was Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful.
You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again?
I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated.
You two were hired to work, not talk.
We're sorry, Your Highness!
As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angelica would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angelica the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother is not here anymore. Then she will not come back. Ever.
Princess? The king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence.
Good morning, Lucette.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Good morning, Lucette.
Lucette.
Ophelia. Ophelia 𝒮𝒁𝒂𝓐. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king and look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict 𝒮𝒁𝒂𝓐, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time.
And here she is,
Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Lucette. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Emelaigne Windsov, Rod's elder sister, and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess. As if she can be a crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen.
Now that everyone is here, let us begin.
Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast.
So, Emelaigne, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you.
Oh, yes! There are so many and they are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father.
I'm happy that you like them.
I love them. And so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with.
That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned.
Huh? But why? They are such charming stories.
Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place.
What are you implying about the witches, Lucette?
The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall.
Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects.
The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then. My mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so, I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent?
Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day, I wonder what your mother taught you about—
Leave Mother out of this.
Dear, please. Lucette, darling, your father didn't mean to.
I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy.
Lucette, you will show your mother respect.
She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it has been 17 years, and I never felt any love from him. He treats Emelaigne and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here.
Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emelaigne. Or is it all of them?
I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early?
I'm running some errands for my father.
Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Calderia. His father, Sir Alcaster, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then.
Thank you. Princess?
Yes?
You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you.
Why is that of any importance?
Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you at 10.
10?
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Forgotten what?
You're going to town today, remember?
I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It has been 2 days since the king issued the order.
Lucette, I would like you to accompany Emelaigne on one of her town outings.
Surely you can send maids with her instead.
I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister.
Step-sister.
She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Emelaigne outside. It has been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angelica was in the grip of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angelica really is. Lucette, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emelaigne, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows.
Is that an order?
If it needs to be. Are we clear? Lucette.
Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here.
Princess? Are you alright? It won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people.
How can you be so sure?
Times have changed. People change.
That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end.
Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later.
Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They are the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year, at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I had been fascinated by the dolls, which had always had a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you," on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me that she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebration had stopped as soon as she had disappeared. Yes?
Excuse me, Your Highness? The king has requested your presence.
This better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. I will see you later, Delora.
Oh. Good morning, Your Highness.
Sir Mythros. Sir Mythros, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster.
Every day, you look more and more like your mother.
I sometimes find Sir Mythros talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge.
Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess.
Your Majesty.
Lucette, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Lucette. I have heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you'll be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angel, about our subjects.
I will not learn anything I do not already know.
Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good?
Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature.
You do not see clearly, Lucette. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are.
I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've already seen that there's no good in you.
Lucette,
Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months, barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty.
I know that I've hurt you. I know there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated.
In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did.
Lucette.
Enough. I have already said I will go.
Everyone is waiting outside.
I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years.
Lucette, it will be okay.
How can you be so sure?
Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emelaigne.
I will not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me.